Hey, I'm Max86 and this is a continuation of the Trails in the Sky 90% Glitchless tutorial. We're headed into chapter 2, so I'll get into it right now. There's not much going on in the immediate beginning. There's a little bit of a cutscene, but here's where things get interesting in chapter 2. There's a lot of RNG as well in some fights, so you'll start to need... Fights won't be as scripted, so you'll need to do some decision making that might be different almost every time. Some fights are scripted. Sometimes you might just get really unlucky. But the key component of chapter 2 is having the aerial on Joshua, which is what we'll show here at the start. Right, so we're gonna gain control of our characters soon here, and that's when you can do your menuing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is battle position change. So what you want to do is put Estelle here, and you want to put Joshua here. I use that little arrow. You see in front of Joshua, there's like an arrow pointing forward to show like which way you're gonna face in battle. That's what I align my characters with. Okay, and then you'll want to equip Joshua with aerial. So to do aerial with Joshua, first you'll do cast 1 on slot 1. You'll do shield 1 on slot 2. MP 2 on slot 3, and you'll do Eagle Eye on slot 6. Eagle Eye will allow us to see battles in the mini-map, which is extremely useful, and as you can see in the skill sets, this gives me aerial. So that's what we want to do here for this menu. Okay, as soon as you're done your menu, you can leave the city. You can cut behind this tree here. So you will see here, if I walk up, I can see red dots in the map now. So sometimes I'll walk without paying attention to the map, or without paying attention to the main area, and just look at the mini map. If you get comfortable doing that, that's great. You'll be able to do that for a good portion of the run going forth. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here is basically make it all the way to the Krone Pass checkpoint. So you basically follow the main path. So again, here I'm looking at the minimap the whole time. Sometimes there's a palm here, or not here, sorry, on the next screen. You don't want to engage with the palm, but I'm just letting you know that he can be there sometimes. You just keep following this main path. He's normally right here. There's no palm here right now, but that's where he would be. He can be aggressive like all the other ones. Just watch out. So same with Krone, with the trail here, you're gonna avoid all the fights. Again here, if you want, you can do what I'm doing, which is just looking at the mini map and the arrow, but you're definitely if you're more comfortable looking at the actual place, like the actual character, that's fine as well. Alright, we make it to the... So the first thing you do here is you walk up. This talk will happen automatically. It's fine, go inside, take your first right and talk to this CW right here. Zeist or Zeiste, I don't know how to say his name. enter the immediate next door. This will be where you're staying the night. Alright. So Agate shows up. He's gonna be staying with us. We're about to do the Doberman fight, or the Krone dogs fight. They're actually called Dobermans, but usually we just call them dogs and where you encounter them. So as soon as you gain control of your characters, you'll want to exit this door the same way we entered. Okay, so you exit and you go here. Now I'm gonna switch slides here. There we go. So as soon as you gain control of your characters again, it'll be the fight. This time Agate will be in the fight. So what you want to do here is have Ariel with Joshua on as many dogs as possible, Estelle, Hellgate on as many dogs as possible, and Firebolt with Agate. Now you hope for the dogs to move first, like this, so you kind of have an idea where your spells are going to be. And you have an idea which dog is going to be alone. It's a little bit harder when they haven't all moved. Like I know this one on the far right is going to move, so I'm going to put it down here. There we go. So with Estelle you do Hellgate. Now I was hoping to hit all three here, unfortunately that's not an option. So what I'm going to do is take these three. With Agate, I'm going to take the one that's, you know, least likely to be in the pack. So it could be the back one, or it could be the one here on the right. So that's always going to be your turn one. If you get good grouping, this fight will end in one turn. If not, then you end it in the second turn. The only thing about the second turn is you want to avoid casting Ariel again if possible, because it's the longest casting spell. So in this case we could try Ariel, but Firebolt should come out first. I can't remember if Ariel kills them, or Airstrike, sorry, yeah. See, Airstrike wasn't really worth it. So you could just skip with Joshua, honestly. Or do another Ariel if there's so much enemies. I'm gonna see if I can do a second dog fight, see if I can show what happens with better grouping. As soon as I gain control here. So many saves. Alright, let's try that fight again. See if we get a little bit better luck. See here, only 2 dogs are gonna move, so you want I see 3 groupings on the right there, so that's really good. I'm gonna put it here. Like that one is clearly running out of the circle, so yeah, this is even worse than what it was last time. Alright, you get the concept. See, this one will be outside of aerials, so that's an interesting scenario. That's pretty rare. Yeah, you do this fight a couple times, like you'll learn where exactly you prefer to have your spells, so that's consistent enough. In this case, I could do an aerial because I do want to kill him, but you could also do just an auto attack and, you know, it would be a lot faster, but there's a chance to miss always with the auto attack. So in this case, it didn't miss. That's why Firebolt is so good for one enemy. It's done so fast. Alright. We'll move on. So at this point, when you can control your characters, if you haven't used it already, you should have in the previous chapter used the apple ice cream. But if you haven't already, you have to use it really soon. Take an encounter, take some intentional damage, and then heal if you have to. But the best place is in the previous chapter during the dawn, like the escape area. That's where you need a lot of healing. So always use it there so you don't forget. Just to confirm here, I still have my apple ice cream. I didn't think I did. I'm just gonna use it. And learned recipe for apple ice cream. So this is like the latest that you want to use it when you get here. Alright. So the next thing you want to do here is battle position change. Doesn't have to be specifically here, but I find there's like a little downtime after the fight that this is the perfect thing because there's going to be a lot of stuff to think about in not too long. So I like to do my menu in here. This sets up a fight a little bit later. So you want to talk to this private and press option 1 as soon as you can. This warrant officer, sorry. Okay, and now we gotta follow a new pass. I'm gonna leave. Same thing here, you want to follow the path and avoid all the fights. Pretty short one. Alright, let me switch my slide. So it reflects what we're doing. There we go. Alright, so now we're on Minoria Byroad. There's a small cutscene here, but not a big one. There we go, we're re-engage control of our characters. So you'll just want to follow the main path here. Avoid the fights, same thing. That shark tried really hard. Here's there's going to be a fork. We'll go left. Watch out for the fires here. Those are fights you want to avoid. This one in particular can be in your way. Alright, and just like that, we're in Minoria Village. There's a couple things we need to do here before we get into the apple ice cream, which I'll explain once we get there. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go down here and go to the White Magnolia, which is this one. Talk to the counter guy. Oops, this one. Select option 1 when you can. There we go. Leave as soon as you can. You'll bump into Chloe. There's going to be a little cutscene. Once you do finish this talk, you'll want to go up by the windmill near the benches to trigger another text scene. You go up here, over here. There we go. You can start holding your text as soon as you see the exclamation point. You leave, and there's another scene here with Clem. Steals your bracer badge. Now Estelle's pissed. Worry about that later though. Okay, so as soon as you gain control, I like to turn my camera like this. You want to talk to Sadie, which is this girl. It's just part of the storyline. And you want to go in the general store here. Alright, so this is where the apple ice cream comes into play. Well, the reason why we learned the recipe of apple ice cream is making it is cheaper than selling it. So if we look at our money here, we have 23,000 Mira. We're going to want to make it to 63,770. Okay. So I'm going to sort of do it slowly, and then I'll show you guys a little bit what it looks like when you're getting used to menuing a little bit. You know, I'm not the fastest by any means, but I try to be consistent. So basically you want to repeat this 10 times. This cycle 10 times. So first you talk to Fiora, select shop, select buy. First thing we need is 99 fresh milk. So what you want to do is hit right. We talked about that earlier, left and right jumps a big chunk. So from the top you do right, up, up, and you'll be on fresh milk. You confirm to select the milk. You press left twice, which will change it to 99. And you confirm. Press up, and you confirm to buy. Next we need the eggs, so you go down 1 and you do the same thing. So 99, confirm. From the fresh eggs you press down 3 times, which is right apple. You do the same thing, 99. And next we need maple sugar. You'll press right 1 and down 1. Okay. So once you buy that, you press cancel twice to leave the menu. You press your short key for your recipe. Press down. You can probably press, let me just check. You can press up or down, doesn't really matter. Any direction. Since it's the first one here, any direction of your choice will work. So you select apple ice cream, you press left twice again. Confirm, and you cook 99 of them. And you press cancel twice to dismiss the message and leave your recipe. Select shop again, this time you'll select sell. You'll press up. Okay. Okay, so I need to show you guys something here. So you want to sell them. So if you sell them and you press up for the alt menu, you'll be right there, which is great. Now, here's what happens. It happens to me sometimes, like I'm trying to leave the cooking screen and I press menu one too many times and I get here. If you open your menu after cooking the apple ice cream, the item will move. So what will happen is when you talk to her and go to sell and you go up, oh, the apple ice cream is gone. So if you've accidentally menued while you have the apple ice cream in your inventory, it won't be in the quick haul menu. You'll have to press right 3 times and sell it here from the healing menu. So you'll press left twice again to sell them. Okay. And all of that was 1 cycle. So you need to do that 10 times. So if you go buy, right, up, 99 milk, 99 eggs, press down 3, right apple, maple sugar, cook, 99, shop, sell, bang, that's 2. So you want to do that 10 times. So it sort of looks like this once you're getting a little used to it. And you can definitely make mistakes, especially right now where I'm trying to talk at the same time. As you can see, it's possible to fix if you make a mistake, as long as you know where you're going. I'm going to show you guys something. So let's say it happens to me to maple sugar a lot. So let's say I go to fresh milk, fresh eggs, and then I press right and I forgot about ripe apples. And you know, I'm like, okay, I'm messed up in the menu. So like pressing left and right doesn't get you where you want it to be anymore. So just basically go back to where you were. Like in this case, I'll go to ripe apple and get them. And you'll have to sort of menu manually, because the left and right won't get you in the same spot anymore if you messed it up. So you might have to improvise if you made a mistake. The more you do it, the faster you'll get and the less mistakes you'll make. Fortunately, they're not like super groundbreaking mistakes. Like this, if that happened, no big deal, right? You just go back in your shop. So you have to repeat this 10 times. Now, personally, I don't count. What I do is I check my mirror at the bottom left. So I want 63,790 once I sell. And it goes up by about 4,000 each time, so I know I need to do it 2 more times here. Or I should. Let me just confirm here. So I should be at 59 something after I sell them here. Yeah, so you want to do it 1 more time. There. So now we have 63,790 Mira. Now, if you bought extra items or things that are not in the route at this point, like a backup, maybe you bought extra armor or anything like that, make sure that you repeat it additional times, but you need at least 63790. If you have less than that, just do it another time. Okay, so once you do that, you can leave. And we'll leave to the Gulzy side here. Let me switch my slide for the next step. Next, we're going to head out Here I like to turn my camera to the top like this. We're gonna head straight down the main path to the orphanage here. It's just mandatory cutscene. There's nothing. So it's all text in the orphanage, but you need to move up a little bit when you get in here. So sometimes I forget. Like wait for the exclamation and then hold your text. There's a fair bit of talking here, but that's all that there is. You won't need to do any movement or anything. I haven't mentioned it, but you should probably make a safety save before doing the apple ice cream. And practice that until you're comfortable not missing them. Okay, as soon as you gain control here, you leave the orphanage. There's gonna be one last small cutscene right here with Clem. Okay, as soon as we gain control, we'll go to the second Gull Seaside screen. This way. Now we want to go down the first ramp because it's blocked in the middle. And we'll grab the Tira Bomb chest here, which is right here. In my notes, it is considered like optional, but I think this is, I wouldn't say it's mandatory, but I use it all the time. Like, I think there's a utility for it most of the time that you should pick it up, and it's practically in your way, right? Like it's 1, 2, maybe 3 seconds at most to grab it. So definitely grab this Tira Bomb, I would say. And you go up this ramp and follow the main path to the third screen. And before I enter the third screen, we're about to do Palm 4, which is the easiest palm to do in terms of logic. So the only thing that needs to happen in this palm fight is you need to stealth to smack a palm with the bonus sepithurn. It doesn't need to die. Nobody else needs to do it. As long as she gets her bonus sepith hit on one and then you let them run away, that's it. Now to check out the fight, because it's a little bit further here. So it is possible, if you enter a third screen here, you'll notice this gate where it ends. I also have the image on my screen there. So let me see if the palm is there. Okay, it's not there. I'm gonna test something here. So what I'm looking for, as you see on my image with the green screen and the yellow, I'm looking in that area of my map. But I need to advance a few steps to see it. Okay, so it's probably hard to see on my screen there, but there is a red dot on my screen. That means the palm is there. If the palm is not there, you just exit like I did it and came again. The reason why I did it is sometimes if you're not at the end of that gate, depending on where he is in the water, you can't see him. It's rare, but So I got a habit of just taking a few steps and seeing, so he's there. So you'll want to meet him. It's not necessarily a big deal if you don't get to preempt him, but it's recommended. If you see a bonus Sepith turn, that's what matters. So it's worth noting here, this is why I do the preemptive, so they don't get the turns all the time. And oops, I didn't even get it. That was probably a terrible placement by myself. It's worth noting right now we don't have control of Chloe, so she does actions on her own, which is basically healing and moving. There we go. So we want to do the same as usual. If there's no bonus Sepith here, just leave. Okay, still none. There we go. So now we're gonna have a gem turn. We'll do Estelle's S-Craft. That's it. All those gems are ours. Now we just want to move our way out of here. Now if you took damage, as you can see, she'll try to cure you, which is, you know, in hindsight is okay if you don't want to go into your menu and heal, but it takes a bit of time to happen. So for some reason this palm group compared to all the other ones just take forever to run away. That wasn't too bad compared to what they can do. Okay, so it's worth noting that, you know, it's possible to get this palm later in the chapter as well, because we'll be crossing this beach a few times back and forth in the route. But for sake of consistency and not forgetting, I like to do the palm 4 as soon as we get here and get it done with. So as soon as he's done, you go up this ramp, and next will be the famous Jabba fights. So the Jabba fights are pretty annoying, but we will cover the Jabba fights and the warehouse ravens in the next video. Thanks for watching.